Welcome back to Have It or Leave It. I'm Brittany. This week we're going to continue to explore the benefits of raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar. Namely, what happens when you consume it on a daily basis. The claims are many, but I've narrowed it down to the ones that are backed by some scientific research. First, let's talk about digestion. Did you know the acetic acid in apple cider vinegar stimulates gastric juices? And that's a great thing. It means better digestion, better mineral absorption, and calcium mobility. Now, what's so important about calcium mobility? I found out some cool things while I was researching this challenge. And one is, you know that twitch that you sometimes get under your left eye? Well, that can be caused by calcium deficiency. Same goes for some kinds of nerve pain, cramping in your legs, joint pain. Now, you may be consuming enough calcium, but without enough acid, the calcium isn't utilized, and it ends up accumulating in your soft tissue and organs. Speaking of digestion, let's talk about heartburn. Contrary to popular belief, most cases of heartburn are caused by too little stomach acid, not too much. And we just said that ACV helps stimulate gastric juices, meaning it can help alleviate heartburn. Also, the malic acid in raw ACV has been shown to soothe the GI tract. And that leads us to our next benefit, which is really important at this time of year, the cold and flu season time of year. By improving the intestinal conditions for good bacteria, ACV can help strengthen your immune system. Healthy gut equals healthy body. Also, the malic acid in ACV is a strong antiviral, and people who drink ACV on a daily basis report fewer colds throughout the season. It can also help break up mucus in your body, so if you have sinus congestion, it's great. And it cleans out your lymph nodes and improves lymph circulation. These are all great things for your health. Now let me mention one last benefit, and that is weight loss. This is by no means a weight loss miracle. We know that it's super important to eat nutritious foods, get enough water, move our bodies every day. But it has been shown that drinking ACV, sipping on it throughout the day, can make you feel fuller and increase satiety. And it makes sense to me because if we're digesting better, getting more nutrients from our food, then we're probably going to have fewer cravings. We're going to be less malnourished. Also, the acetic acid in ACV has been shown to slow down the absorption of simple carbohydrates, leading to better blood sugar regulation and less insulin, which has been directly tied to weight loss. So what it comes down to is that there are correlations between drinking ACV on a daily basis and declines in body weight, abdominal fat, and waist circumference. So there seems to be a whole lot of good reasons to make drinking ACV a daily habit. So how do people drink ACV every day? Well, there are some truly crazy people out there who shoot it straight. I can't even imagine. I would not recommend this. I can just feel it burning all the way down, and I know that that cannot be good for your esophagus. So I do not recommend straight ACV. No. Some people are slightly less crazy and they dilute it with a little bit of water and just drink that, but still, that just sounds like it would taste awful. A very popular way is to make a warm morning drink with it, adding warm water, honey, or maple syrup, or a sweetener like that. It does taste good, I've tried it, but I really enjoy my morning cup of coffee, so I think I'm going to pass on this one too. So, what I've decided to make is an apple cider drink cold that you can just sip on throughout the day. And so the first thing I've got here is my 32-ounce mason jar. Now, I like to just get things done, do it once, and have it done for the day. You could also do 4 8-ounce glasses and have one of them before each meal, or however you wanted to do it. But like I said, I like having it all done. So we've got the mason jar. I've got my apple cider vinegar. Always remember to shake it up so that the mother gets distributed throughout. Where's my measuring spoons? So I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of ACV. Now, you can start lower and then build up as your taste buds adjust. All right. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is put in 1 teaspoon of powdered ginger. And I'll use my half a teaspoon so it actually fits in. This is optional. I like the taste of the ginger in it, but you do not need to put it in. Okay, the next thing is I put in a little bit of lemon. I feel like it breaks up the taste of the vinegar. And this is to taste, so add a little at first, and once it's all mixed together, add more. And finally, the last ingredient is just some stevia powder. And I like to use maybe a 1/16, maybe an 1/8 of a teaspoon. Depends on how sweet you want it to be. So I'm just gonna put in about a 1/16, and I can always add more later. All right, so those are the ingredients. Swirl it up. And now I'm gonna fill the mason jar half full of ice. Maybe I'll just make a big mess. Yeah, it's about half full of ice, and then top it off with some water. And there you have it. I've got my drink for the day. Now, I found some cool things to help out with this. There are these cool lids and straws for mason jars that Ball makes. So I like to put that on. That. Stir it up a little bit more. And let's taste it. Let's make sure. Okay, yeah, that's good for me. This other thing that I found is really neat. You know how mason jars, especially when there's ice in them, can sweat. Well, Jar Z makes this mason jar koozie. And we just stick it right in there. No slip, no sweat. If you're joining this challenge, here are some recommendations and warnings. First, only choose an apple cider vinegar with the mother in it. And that is the naturally occurring protein chains, enzymes, and beneficial bacteria that form during the fermentation process. Using a filtered or pasteurized vinegar will not give you the same benefits. Second, I recommend drinking through a straw, and that just minimizes the acid contact with your teeth. Now, the 32 ounces that I'll be sipping on throughout the day counts towards my water, but I'll also be drinking just plain old water, and that should help rinse away some of the acid as well. Third, only take up to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar per day. More will not give you extra benefits. And finally, if you do suffer from acid reflux, save a couple of sips for before each meal and see if it helps with your symptoms. Now, if you suffer from gastroparesis, ACV has been shown to increase symptoms, so I would not recommend this challenge for you. And be sure to check with your doctor if you're diabetic because of the blood sugar regulating or lowering properties of ACV. And if you are taking any heart medication, diuretics, or laxatives, also please check with your doctor before consuming ACV. So if you're still with me, our challenge this week is to drink 2 tablespoons of unfiltered raw apple cider vinegar per day. If you're in, type Bragg-ing Rights in the comments. Well, we start on Friday. Hope you'll join me. Happy sipping. Bye.